What is Serve More to Sell More? Serve More to Sell More is a methodical approach to selling in the self-storage industry whereby service comes first and selling comes second. It's about clearly demonstrating that you are interested in understanding a customer's situation and helping them get what they want and making sure they get what they need. It's about building a consumer-centric approach, a culture that combines professional sales strategy with a focus on customer service to create a win-win relationship. It's about helping people. Managed well, Serve More to Sell More creates a culture that's thoughtful, kind, and professional, something not always found embraced by our ever-evolving self-storage business. It's about serving more to earn the right to sell more. Thanks for watching our series, Serve More to Sell More. Presentations. Developing a professional presentation is not as simple as it might seem. In fact, over the years, many organizations have pointed out to me that the amount of time that they have with clients has greatly diminished, and as a result, we have a lot less time to impress upon people what separates our facility from others. So today we're going to break down presentations. We're going to take a look at the elements necessary to actually convey with confidence, caring, and conviction and enthusiasm your ability to persuade people that what you have to offer is superior to everybody else and what they have to offer. So let's break this down. It's really actually quite interesting. You'll find first and foremost that in presentation, first thing that people pay attention is to you. People buy people, first and foremost. The second thing that they buy is the conviction that they sense in you. And third, they ultimately buy the emotions that they're experiencing while working with you. So, broken down, it's very, very simple. They buy you first, then they buy the conviction that they sense in you, and then finally, if they got the warm and fuzzy and they're feeling the emotions, well, that's what moves them forward in a purchasing decision. Let's look at these presentations and really determine where you need to place your focus in order to move people forward in a purchasing decision. Again, the three most important things: caring, confidence, and conviction. Caring actually is conveyed by asking good questions. This demonstrates that you empathize with their situation or the condition that they may be facing. The conviction comes with the delivery of your presentation. That's when you get to just share a little enthusiasm about you and your facility. And finally, the confidence comes with the use of good techniques and, frankly, a discipline to stick with the techniques. When you combine caring, confidence, and conviction all together, that's what produces persuasion. So, I'd like to share something very, very interesting with you. You see, every presentation I've ever seen goes the same way. It doesn't matter if you're selling cars, Learjets, Kirby vacuum cleaners, or self-storage. You see, every presentation starts off with a fact, a feature, and a function. And our job is then to convert those facts, features, and functions into benefits. When you talk about facts, features, and functions, you're talking to somebody logically. When you convert them into benefits, you're talking to them emotionally. And that shift from moving from thinking logically to thinking emotionally is what moves people forward in a purchasing decision. How do we do that? It's very, very simple. Ask a key question. Every single one of our clients is tuned into the same radio station. You've all heard this before. They're tuned into WII-FM. What are they thinking? Well, what's in it for me? How will this affect me? Why should I be persuaded? If that's the only radio station they're tuned into, then your job is to answer that question. And by converting facts, features, and functions into benefits, you answer that question. Now, professionals take it one step further. They'll convert those facts, features, and functions into benefits, and then they'll trump it up and explain the advantage that these benefits have over the competition. Once you've done that, you've completed your presentation, and all you need left to do is ask a simple trial closing question. Once you do this, a yes, they want to do business with you. So, allow me to break this down a little further so it's simple for you to describe the facts, the features, and the functions that are actually going to apply to you and your facility. Now first, facts are simple. It's an indisputable aspect about the facility or the history of your company. A feature is a distinct attribute or aspect about the facility. And then finally, a function is more about an activity or purpose that distinguishes the facility. Any one of these three elements are going to have credence in the eyes of a prospect. Now, moving from a fact, feature, or function to a benefit requires that we answer that question, what's in it for them? And the phrases you might use will sound something like, what does this do for you? Or how this will affect you? Or what difference this will make is. Any one of those phrases allows you to move from the fact, feature, or function and begin to explain the benefit. And the benefit is pretty simple. It's receiving gain as a result of use. And in order to make it easy for you, I provided a list of certain benefits that we find common in many different facilities. For example, high security, climate control, 24 access, and the list goes on and on and on. Your job is to identify which ones separate you from other facilities. You see, great presentations move from not just the fact, features, and functions to the benefit, but you want to trump it up. You want to bring it to the advantages. So now that we've defined all the different elements, allow me to share with you a few of the advantages that I've seen in certain facilities. Things such as never having any theft or reduced damages, or you have the most convenient of all access of any facilities out there. Here are a list of advantages that you might consider when describing your facility. So, again, presentations are very important when communicating specifically how your facility is superior to others. Allow me to leave you with one final example. I knew of a gentleman that actually built his own facility. He was really impressed with the amount of work that he put into it. In fact, I was even more impressed with the fact that he talked specifically about providing double insulation in the walls. Now, at first, I didn't understand why this would make any difference to anyone when storing their precious goods. But he pointed out to me, in his part of the country, minimal water condensation was key in making sure that none of the stored products were damaged. So when he had described to me a feature, double insulation, he converted that into the benefit of explaining that there's no water condensation. And the advantage, people could preserve their stored items 50 to 75% longer or keep them in better condition than anybody else in town. And the way he delivered that information, that one simple feature of his facility and the benefit it delivered, and the advantage that it had over everyone else in town, made it seem like there was only one choice, and that of course was to use his facility. So there are other examples that I could share with you, but I think it's important for you now to take ownership of this and practice with facts, features, and functions, the list, then the corresponding benefits, and then the corresponding advantages. And the use of power phrases, powerful words to help get people excited and enthusiastic about the things that you're sharing. These are specific questions and the elements that move people forward in a purchasing decision. What brings you in today? What valuables are you storing? What's the most important to you when storing your valuables? These questions mixed into the presentation are ideal. And that, my friends, is what separates top producers from average producers. Facts, features, functions, benefits, advantages, a few trial closing questions, and bam, they tell you their story and you've locked them in.